absolutely beautiful Libra friends, and welcome to your horoscope for February of 2022. Beautiful Libras, before we get into your forecast, keep in mind that we do still have the Kickstarter going until February 9th, so I hope you will kick in to the Kickstarter, which is how we crowdfund to bring this free, beautiful astrology education to our community. We gather master teachers from around the world to not bring you astrological perspectives, but also to bring you the technical skills of how to work with this craft. And I hope we get to continue doing it next year, but we can't do it if we don't get funded. So click in the description box down below. Join us for bringing more free and quality astrological content to this channel. Now, Libra, this month, one thing I want to have you keep absolutely in mind is that the ruling planet Venus is out of retrograde. Thank you very much. So I know that's got to feel good. But also that beautiful ruling planet is going to be traveling with Mars all month long. It is the lovers. They have this closeness of energy and the embrace that only those two can create with one another. And as they do, this energy is lighting up your fourth house space, Libra. So in your home zone, where have you needed something a little sweet? Where have you needed harmony, some balance, maybe even something that feels like good, pure, delicious luck, and just a lush kind of energy? These two dancing together, the lovers in Capricorn want the luxury bag experience, right? Like they want the best that this area can be, and they're both going to work towards helping you to have that. So in your fourth house, home, family, real estate, property, you have been looking at, there's been a heavy stamp of energy, Libra, around the fourth house, around your domestic situations, whether it's the actual house and you got to renovate the bathroom, or the relationship from the past with your parents, right? Your psychological foundations. There's a lot that you've been looking at, and this is the year you're gonna look at it all the way until we get to the end of the year. But you absolutely need to know that Venus and Mars traveling together here this month is pristine energy. So really get your fingers gushy in that good energy, okay? Right at the beginning of the month, we've got a new moon happening at 12 degrees of Aquarius. This is going to light up your fifth house space. The fifth house is about joy. It's about pleasure, romance, self-expression, children, taking a risk. So if you are one of my stock people, are you going to take a risk and invest in that particular thing? Are you going to adjust your portfolio? Has something showed you that it's time to do that? Whatever it is, the new moon in Aquarius is your chance to plant your seeds of intention to begin some new energy or give fresh energy to this particular area of your chart. Now, the Aquarius energy gives us the hint and the signal that it is very much so going to be a social thing. At a social level, you need the help, you need the support, you need the reorganization, you need the innovation in order to step forward into new energy. This moon is in alignment with Saturn, square to Uranus, both of the ruling planets of this particular moon. So there is this signature, right? It's great, we've got a new moon, but there is this signature that is like, hey, you can absolutely have these changes in your life. You can have the very best, but you need to work for it. And you need to have some sense of real determination to get where you're going. That's why Capricorn season was also so profound. We needed to be making those plans, making those alignments, inventorying and looking at what's out of whack so that we can grab the right resources to help us in that determined energy to move forward. So Libra, what did you see through Capricorn season that as we're coming into this new moon, you're like, I see it. Here's the resources I need help with, and here's the help I need to gather to help me with my determination to move forward. Whatever it is, plant your seeds of intention because the new energy comes on the 1st. Now, when we get to the 3rd, we're going to see Mercury coming out of retrograde. Now, Mercury retrogrades are not terrible. They're actually phenomenally useful times. But also when Mercury is out of retrograde, we can get some things done. So you can sign contracts, make decisions, sign up for that whatever, give the official yes or no on whatever it is that was coming into your communication sector at that particular time. Now, Mercury is coming out of retrograde at 24 degrees of Capricorn. So in that fourth house space, and I want you to think back, Libra, December 29th. This is when Mercury entered into the pre-retrograde shadow time. So it's slowed down right here at this degree of Capricorn. What was in your space? What was in your consciousness? What was on your table at that particular time? Because now, as Mercury is coming out of retrograde, it's looking right back at that situation and saying, we have some resolution available here. What are we doing? Let's make some decisions. Now, while Mercury is direct, it is out of retrograde today on the 3rd. I want you to keep in mind that February 24th brings us fully out of the Mercury retrograde cycle, as Mercury will leave its post-retrograde shadow time. It comes back to 10 degrees of Aquarius, which means then it is ready to go full speed forward into newness, new situations, new circumstances. So even from the 3rd all the way until the 24th, we're still in a bit of cleanup mode, but you can make some decisions and know that they're going to be relatively on par, okay? Now, speaking of moving forward, on the 14th, we're going to see Mercury move into the energy of Aquarius, so it comes back into that space. So back up between January 2nd and January 14th, when Mercury was in that Aquarian energy before it retrograde, what was coming up for you in your 5th house? What did you feel like you needed to say? What was going on with your children? What was going on where you feel like you need to take a risk? What was happening in the romantic sector of your life? Pleasure, feel good. What was going on in that area? And you would have been like open to new ideas. Maybe surprising things came to the table. It's very Aquarian. There's an innovative social vibe that is very available at that particular time. So think and flash back to that, what was going on, because it will be called back to your table as Mercury is getting from this new Aquarian entry, re-entry, all the way until the 24th, okay? On the 16th, we've got a full moon happening in the energy of Leo at 27 degrees, and this is going to light up your 11th house space. So the full moon says something has to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted. We need to course correct, but all the lights are on. When we're under a full moon, the lights are on. What you're looking at is what it is. Now, you may be emotional, so you don't want to let emotionality write some checks your hiney can't cash, but you do want to know that the lights are on. So in the 11th house space, what do you need to Leo? What do you need to say in your friendship zones, in your dreams, hopes, aspirations for yourself, on your social medias, around your social medias, in any kind of social space, organizations? Where are you feeling like you have something you need to say, you need to express? You're like, I can't keep bottling down my expression or my feelings in this particular arena of my life. So what needs to come up and out? Now, you do get to say whatever you want, freedom of speech, all that good stuff, right? But you're not free from the consequences of it. So even if you got something to say that's tough, it doesn't mean you don't say the tough thing, because there's going to be some pushback. It just means be aware that this full moon is trying to clear the air, and you need to say what you need to say, okay? And also remember too, I guess, other people may be saying what they need to say to you. So it's an emotional time. So just be mindful of all of that, okay? As we get to the 17th, we're going to see Jupiter come into a sextile with Uranus. I really like this aspect this month. I think it is one that is of excitement and innovation, and something we've all maybe been waiting for even a little bit. Jupiter is going to be over in Pisces energy in your 6th house, and then we're going to see Uranus in Taurus in your 8th house. So as they sextile, it brings a pocket of opportunity, but you are intelligently taking action on the opportunity. So Jupiter is expanding the 6th house area. Health, wellness, projects, anything that has to do with service, co-workers, whatever is happening, some kind of area in your 6th house is expanding. And then we've got Uranus, who's creating an innovation, right? So as these two are coming together, it's like, oh my goodness, this is the opportunity for change I've been looking for. I'm excited. I want to invest in this. I want to go this direction. Maybe it's even a nice, intimate connection, a financial boost, whatever it is. Take advantage of that opportunity on that day, okay? When we get to the 18th of the month, we're going to see the sun move into the energy of Pisces, again lighting up your 6th house space. So the sun is bringing light, heat, life, and vitality. It is motivated. It's ready to work, get these projects together, get this health and wellness situation together. If you've had any kind of ailments that have maybe been plaguing you for a while, the sun moving into this Pisces energy shines a little bit of light and heat here to help burn them off, burn them out, and bring some solution. But whatever it is, even if it is just re-looking at your daily routine in your life. I think that the sun brings a wonderfully motivating energy along with Neptune, Jupiter here. So things are very amplified. It's very watery. So just know that as you get into it, there's going to be a lot to be seen and felt, and not everything is going to feel absolutely clear. But I think that you get more of a magnifying glass with the sun here, and you're willing to take some different actions that are a lot more about healing and assimilation than maybe you were in some of the other seasons for sure. As we close out this month on the 24th, Mercury will leave that post-retrograde shadow time. It's back to 10 degrees of Aquarius. From here, it is forward motion, ready to roll in that 5th house for you until we see Mercury move into the energy of Pisces. So enjoy your month. Slow, steady runs the race. Know that the energies are releasing, and as we get to March, then we're really in a forward ride. But enjoy this month, you guys. Let me know what's manifesting for you, especially around these moons. And obviously make sure you check out your moon videos so we can look very specifically at each of these lunations and how they may impact you. All right, my beautiful friends, kick into the Kickstarter. Have a gorgeous month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.